this episode, we introduce one of our newest members of Ghost Point Wirehares to one of our favorite birds, chukars. Gracie is a 10-month-old female out of one of our breedings. She got off to a great start earlier this season in Montana, but these chukars and the extreme terrain that they live in will be all new to her. For Racee's first chukar hunt, I wanted to make it as easy as possible. So I picked a place that I knew held some birds and that had a little flatter terrain for an easier hunt. It wasn't too long before Racee was on point, but on the way there, I think the excitement was a little too much for her. All right, there's bust number one. So I got a point signal, and I was about 30 seconds of making my way to her, and then all of a sudden the birds come up. I wouldn't be surprised if they were running around in front of her and she just couldn't stand it, and she saw them and just couldn't take the pressure. She's going to have to get used to it. She's a high drive dog, and she really likes to get birds, so this may be a little bit of a struggle for her when she's seeing birds out walking in front of her. This is the business of making a wild bird dog right here. Racee, come here, honey. Good girl. Good girl. Let's get a drink. Get a drink and calm down a little bit. After a little break to help her collect herself, it wasn't too long and she was on point again. In this terrain, it's pretty common for the dogs to be able to smell the birds from quite a distance. So learning how to relocate and stay with them is just part of the game. Okay. Easy. Whoop. Are you serious? Gosh, dang it. I hated it that I didn't reward her after that nice work, but luckily, a few minutes later, she gave me another shot. Easy. Easy. Now, she was obviously moving when this bird came up, but I kind of felt like I owed her one. Good girl, Racee. Here. Yeah, good girl. Oh, your daddy finally hit one. Yeah. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Hey, that's my hand. Got her first chukar. Took me a couple swings with the bat, but finally connected. And just like that, this girl is off to the races. Racee, here. Give. Good girl. Dead bird. We got two. Dead bird. Atta girl. Good girl, Racee. Racee, here. Good girl. Good girl. Here. 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 Good girl. Give. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. You got him. You got him, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Well, that wasn't quite ideal. She was on point. I walked out in front of her and kept walking, and I actually walked past the covey, and then she kind of broke behind me and bumped the birds up. It's kind of like one of those where, you know, I probably, since it's early, I'm going to pull the trigger, but I need to be mindful of watching her when I'm out flushing. If she starts breaking and anticipating a flush, I need to whoa her and make her stop, but still, she's doing great. I'm really excited we're getting into birds, and so far they've been somewhat cooperative. I mean, some of them have come up pretty far, but we've had some hold pretty well, so this is good. Now she's on point off to my right, and I'm just making my way out in front of her. Oh, beautiful. Dead bird, dead bird, dead bird. Fetch, it's okay, fetch. Dead bird, dead bird. Okay. Okay, fetch it up. Dead bird. Good girl. Here, 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 here. Give. Good girl. You nailed him. Good girl. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it, darling. Yeah. Okay, so you saw there was a little bit of reluctance for her to go in and grab that dead bird. I'm pretty sure that's just a remnant of some of our field trial training and some of our whoa training that we've been doing lately. It's just going to take a minute for her to figure out that, you know, what's okay, what isn't. Out here, you know, it's fine to relocate and, you know, stay with birds and all those kinds of things, but don't put them up, right? So, and then on the dead birds, you know, it's okay to go in there and grab them. But in the field trial, no relocations, none of that stuff. And it's interesting that, you know, the dogs are smart. They figure out which is which and what the rules are for each game. It's really not that hard. Some people say you can't do it. I disagree. I do it all the time. I run Nastra field trials a lot, and I hunt a lot. So my dogs know the difference between when I've strapped on my final rise and we come out here, they know what the rules are. Then when I put on my shell belt and we go out with four-wheelers and another dog braced up, they know it's Nastra field trials, so they know the rules in that game. So it's really not that hard to do, but for a young dog, it can get a little confusing sometimes. So, and I'm trying to get her ready for field trials and for wild birds at the same time. I'm really asking a lot of her, but I think she's smart enough and talented enough that she can do it. So that's why we're trying to do all this at the same time. I just have to exercise some patience with her and let her pick all this stuff up, because it's a lot. Like I said, I'm asking a lot of her to do all of this stuff at the same time at such a young age. Okay, she's back at it. Okay. Seems like these birds were running off because they came up off to the side and a bit far out. Shit. Where'd it go? Good girl. I couldn't even find them. So those birds were way out there. I really didn't have a shot at them, but I shot because I kind of want to mark that good behavior. It's if you think of it kind of like clicker training and how they mark good behaviors. Well, when a dog points, does it right, I don't want them to hear that gunshot, and that gunshot is kind of a confirmation that I did it right. Whether they get a bird down or not, in that case I knew they wouldn't, I knew she wouldn't, but at least she heard that gunshot. It's a confirmation that she did a good job. Whew. Boom. Racee! I don't know how much the camera got of that, but Racee came in on the upwind side of a covey. She didn't do anything wrong. She just kind of ran right into it. Birds came up, and I woed her to try to reinforce, stop the flush. And then we had some more birds come up, so had that goofy overhead shot. She found it no problem, and she did a good job. You know, we've never really worked on a stop the flush with her, so that's kind of a new thing. And again, I'm trying to reinforce all those good habits that I can. She's got the instinct to want to stop whenever something is happening, so I want to foster that instinct for sure. Now I've got Racee on point off to my left, and once again, it takes a couple relocations to get them locked down. Okay. Then after one last relocation, she gets him pinned. I had a girl running that cripple. Oh my God, look at it go. Oh my God, it's running like a madman. That bird wasn't hit very hard, and it ran off at a pretty good clip, but she tracked it down. Good girl. Good girl. Here. Give. Good girl. Yeah, the force fetch has really worked with her. She's doing a great job. Good girl. Good girl.
That's a big day, darling. Yeah, that's a big day for you. My goodness. Like a real bird dog.
All right, well, by pretty much any measure, that was a great day. I'm really proud of Racee. She did a phenomenal job. She pointed a ton of coveys today, and she only bumped the one, that first one, and then she tightened up and she figured it out, and she did a great job on the running birds and everything, on relocating, and she got really nice and careful. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything more. And then she did a great job of finding dead birds, retrieved a hand, just as good as I could hope for. Absolutely as good as I could hope for. So I'm thrilled. Would you like to see more content like this? You've got to check out my Patreon page, where I post exclusive bonus episodes along with other videos about gear, trip planning, e-scouting, training, and any other subject we can come up with that might help the traveling hunter. Get access to all that extra content at patreon.com/Eric Forrester. All right, good morning. Had another beautiful campsite last night. We actually got a little rain, just a sprinkle, but any little bit can help when you get a little bit of moisture in the air, and that can help setting conditions. And yeah, I'm pretty optimistic about today. Going to try a new spot. I've been in this area, but like I said, I've got some pins around that I never got to last year that I want to check out. So yeah, I'm going to have another puppy day today. I'm going to get Racee out. So the first time I had Racee out up here, we were in kind of flatter ground, a little bit easier terrain. I was trying to make things as easy as possible for her to kind of get acclimated to the did a new place and new birds and all that kind of stuff. So today, we're going to put a little more of a challenge to her. A little rougher terrain, more up and down. We'll see how she does here. Well, Racee picks up right where she left off, finding her first covey just about 20 minutes into the hunt.
Good girl. Dead bird, dead bird. Dead bird, dead bird.
I dropped this bird like right in the middle of where the covey was sitting, and she's really struggling to find where it went down because she keeps getting distracted by all the little spots where the birds were sitting.
Okay, she got it. Good girl, good girl, good girl. Yeah, good girl. Give, good girl, good girl. Yeah, you got it, darling. You got it. Yes, you did. Good girl, good girl.
This was a pretty long sequence here. Seems like we've got some birds that are running up the hill on us. If you follow us on Instagram, you might recognize this shot. It's a bit of a slow process because it's all uphill, but I just keep making my way in front of her and she keeps relocating. She's actually tracked these birds in kind of a U shape, and now she's going back with the wind.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Racee, Racee, dead bird. Easy, dead bird, dead bird. Get on down there. It goes downhill. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Give. Good girl. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. You are a wild thing.
Man, that was beautiful work. Those birds were running around a little bit on her, and she just stuck with it and stuck with it. Relocated a couple times. I mean, that was fantastic work for a 10-month-old. Well done, Curly. The good work continues here as she tracks a covey down the edge of the rim of this canyon. Unfortunately, I'm not quite quick enough on the draw here.
Those were hunts. The chukar, damn it.
As is often the case out in these flats, you just walk in front of their nose and keep walking.
Good girl. Here, fetch. Here, here. Good girl. Give. Good girl. All right, dead bird. Did you find it? Dead bird. Dead bird, fetch. Dead bird. Okay, dead bird. Oh, I see it. It's still alive. Dead bird.
Now, I had set my gun down as a means of marking where I thought the bird would be, and that turns out to be a problem.
Good girl. Good girl. Oh, shit. I was afraid of that. I gotta watch it. Son of a bitch.
That bird flew all the way out to the rim of a canyon and vanished. We never did find it.
Are you using my... Easy, easy.
With this nice breeze in her face, she's smelling them from a mile.
Leg is down. Shit, it keeps going. Jesus Christ, these birds are tough. All the way right to the edge.
I thought this bird was hit pretty well, but it managed to fly off the rim of another canyon. So that's the second bird we couldn't find. I hate it.
Wow. Racee, dead bird. Dead bird. Here, here, give. Good girl. Good girl. That a young bird. That's excellent. Good girl. More beautiful work, darling. We're on at just over 100.
Here she's on point just over to my right, and as I get up here, I get a bit of a surprise.
There they are. Go, birds. Go. Those are quail. Shit. Well, those could be fun later on. Nice. The old pull tab. I think that's been out here a while.
Here Racee was running right out in front of me, and she stopped as though she ran over something.
Okay, baby. You think you passed something? Huh?
The wind is directly at our backs, so now she's tracking with the wind.
She thinks you're in here. They are in here. Right there. Oh, that bird's hit. God dang it.
Really upset with myself there. That was phenomenal work. She had the wind directly at her back, and she was being super careful and just kind of hooking back. on scent. I mean, even a seasoned pro couldn't have done any better than that. I've got a really open choke in my gun, and I've been saying for like 2 years I need to get it out. Well, before this season, I tried to get it out, and it's completely seized in my gun. I've basically tried everything I could think of. I mean, I've soaked it in, break-free fluid and all that kind of stuff. I've even heated up the barrel to try to break it loose. I just can't get it out of there. But this trip has made me realize that I need to get it to a gunsmith or get it to somebody that can get it broke free, because I absolutely positively have got to get tighter chokes. These quail especially, I mean, I've got big holes in my pattern. And with shooting 6s, it's just not going to work.
Dead bird. Atta girl, good girl, come on. Here. 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 Racey, here. Here. Good girl. Good girl. Give. Good girl. You don't like giving these chucker up, do you?
I couldn't be happier. She's done some fantastic work today. When it comes to, finding birds and handling birds, she is just got a knack for it. I could see it when she was little. She's got a ton of point. She's really careful, and she understands how to interpret scent. That's something that her daddy Riggs has just always excelled at, and it's really cool to see that he's passed that down to her. So whether we find any more birds or not, I'm on cloud 9. She's done a great job, and it's been really fun to watch. She wasn't done yet. She had another nice piece of work right here.
Awesome. Freaking awesome. Good girl. Beautiful girl. Good girl. Here. No, here. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Give. Good girl. Oh my gosh, you are killing it, girl. Absolutely killing it. What a day, darling. Hey, Riggsy, your daughter did a great job today, buddy.
For my brother and I as breeders, producing well-rounded, talented dogs like Racee is what it's all about.
Oh my God, dude. Oh, good girl. I can't shoot him. Dang it. Racee just pointed the first sage grouse she ever encountered in her whole life.
Got her first chucker.
Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Yeah. Good girl. I love it, darling. Good girl. Oh man.